Hello everybody, Mary from Reclaimed Treasures by Mary here, and I am back today with a haul video from Joann's. It's a bit of a bittersweet haul because it's a wonderful haul for wonderful prices, but I don't know if you know, but Joann's, the craft store, is going out of business. Final day for the one in my area is May 29th. It's very sad. But what I'm going to do is I'll turn it around and I will show you what I've gotten so far from the clearance ideas and deals and stuff from Joann's. And there may be another one because, there's still a couple of days left, so I may pop in again. So what I'll do is I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll show you all the goodies that I got. But first, if you like what you see, a thumbs up would be great. A subscribe would be even better. And leave a comment in the comment section if you went to Joann's or if you love it or if you're sad about it going out as well. All right, I'll turn the camera around and we'll see what kind of goodies I got. Okay, so we're in our living room. And this was one of the things that I got. It's a storage container. And it has these drawers that come out. And it's got this neat thing here. I've gotten these before. You might have, if you go back in a couple videos, I have some ones that are black that are for specifically for paper, junk journaling paper. But these are just, a drawer. So awesome, gotta get organized, maybe, right? So I'll come over here to this. These are packing boxes. Now, you'd think packing boxes, what? $2.50 friends, yep. Okay, this is what happens when you do a haul video after work. $2.50 for these pack of boxes. I got another pack too, but that's upstairs already. So here we have these beautiful they're plastic hair combs. I got these for my sister-in-law who does hair combs. She does beautiful little things up here at the top. And, if I'll show you, can show you someday when she works on one. And this is a metal one because she said she had never used the metal one. So I got her some of those. Go to the plastic. I think I got 10 plastic ones. And then a couple of these, I think, are a little smaller, so she could use them. And that's not the price. They were a lot cheaper than that. Okay. Now, so those were those. So the things that I got for her to put on there were ones that were more flat. Now, I don't know. These might be a bit big. But these were beads that were on sale. If she can't use them, I can definitely use them. A cute little snowman. Those are for me. And these... a lot of these beads are gonna, like these here, would be for my junk journals. Now here, these ones right here, these beautiful pink butterflies, oops, and these Cancer ones, these are for her to put on those. And these, I just thought, these were amazing. I don't know what I would use it for, maybe junk journaling or something else, but isn't that amazing? And then butterflies. These are big, so I'm not sure if she could use them, but if not, I will. And then these for myself. So those were all the beads. And then underneath are these beautiful wooden trays. Now, I was so sad. I got these trays, and then I went back to get the rest of the trays, and they were gone. It was like... gone here one day, gone the next, So there's 2 of those. Now, it's a crazy sale. Well, the top 2 aren't Tim Holtz, but these 2 are embossing folders. So if you're familiar with the paper craft, you put your piece of paper in there and you push it and you roll it through your paper thing, and it makes pretty impressions. So I got the stars and the vines there. And then Tim Holtz. I got all these stamp and stencils, the flowers, and then they had some, whoops, never too early to buy stuff for Christmas, right? Santa, and the old-fashioned pointing fingers, and then some birds. So those were the beautiful things that I got with that. But talk about like getting Tim Holtz for like $2 or $3. You know it's on sale, right? Then we got some brown wooden plank type circles for my chalk couture. I think that's chalk transfers. And then I've got this gray one. And then these here, these are those little felt type visors. That's going to be for a craft that I'm going to do with the kids at my school. And then I got a bunch of these, because of course, you know, I do the assemblages. And thought that was super cute. So I got about 4 or 5 of those, and the poor guy still lost an ear. So hopefully his ear's in the bag. And you know us long-haired ladies that need to keep our hair up at night. Oh, we cannot go wrong without some hair scrunchies, right? And then I got a bunch of these little charms. So we have this here. It's, you know, Little Mermaid junk journal. And anything, you know, for the summertime. I don't know if you can hear that, friends. That's my dog running up and down the stairs. And then this I thought was super pretty for a tangle. A dangle or a tag or whatever. A tangle. Okay, there's a new word. And then that's those pendants. And then for my button bouquets, I got these. These are like the little wires that you would use. So, and then this I thought was pretty cool. It's some, what do you call those? Aprons. So I don't know if it's 3 aprons or just, it says a 3-piece apron. So I'm not quite sure what that means, but hey, I can always use an apron, you know, or 3, one for each business. I don't know. Now, and then I got, the one day I didn't feel like bringing in a bag, so I bought this storage thing. But this, I couldn't believe this. I never knew this existed. It's a floral craft, you know, the green foam cutters. Now, I'm always using a plastic knife or credit card, you know, or old gift card or something, but I didn't know that they had these. So, that's my small but mighty haul from Joann's. So, stay tuned and let me turn the camera back around and I'll tell you about more fun. Welcome back to this side of the camera. So, I do have some other haul videos that I'm going to do in a few parts because these were things that were given to me and I acquired them. So, it's quite a lot, and I figure if I go through one box at a time, I think altogether it's 3, maybe 4 boxes. They're not humongous. I think they're like produce box size, you know, like when they get the bananas and whatnot. So, tell me what you think about the whole Joann's going out of business thing, because I am sad. You know, I know we still have Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but I like Joann's, you know. But what can you do? Unfortunately, that's the economy the way it is. Oh, my goodness. So, I will see you again later, and I hope you have a good day. A thumbs up would be great, and a subscribe would be even better. Oh, the doggy's being naughty. All right, I'll go find out what the dog's doing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.